Hello world, this is Zan, once more playing the pyromantic barbarian Abysians in Age of Wonders 4. So this is going to continue off from where my stream ended, or at least transition to the necromantic Urmor. And let me take a moment just to gather my things, but I'm pretty sure I'm starting to build this outpost down south to face Nebheim and their Frostling Orcs. Likely my next few turns are just going to be clearing out these regions. There are a lot of critters here. I've got some scouts running, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm building a second crap stack to just help me clear things out. Although I don't know if I should build a second warrior because I will have a hero soon. So let's slow that roll there. Who is this? Noctis of the Erudite Orcs. Interesting. I mean, he hates me, so he's a harmonious sage. Interesting. Well, I'll go ahead and give him a threatening welcome, because who needs erudite orcs anyways? Not much for diplomacy this game. Do I have the Empire trait to build roads? That is in 2 turns, because a road between the Smolder Cone and this outpost would be pretty useful, I think. Especially because we're going to need to fight... Oh wait, there already is a road between them, so never mind. Alright, with that, let's see. We have some monsters up there, but I see a domain. Is that a player? I mean, not a player, but I guess another ruler, or is that just like brigands or something? Down here, let's step on this tower to reveal not much else, because this is the border of the map, which is pretty cool to run into so soon. It's a safe border going forward. Okay, and now my movement points are back, so I can go fight something. And I think I'll just clear out, real quick, these Marauder Guards. Let's see, they're hired by a rich merchant to look after the iron deposit. Well, sucks for you. The way I see it as the Abysians is maybe you're hired by a richer merchant now just to defend that, but maybe later you're hired to fight us, because we will be coming for that merchant, especially if they are rich. Let's take a moment to add those bodies to the Forest of Stakes, which is a great improvement, but I don't think I have too many foresters right now, just one. There's one there, and I think it does mix match, but for now, let's just focus on our tower, our wizard tower, because that's going to give me more Imperium score, and that's very good. You think defending Scab? Okay, sure. We have our Pact of Loyalty. Oh, it looks like they wanted to be friends with Scab too. Tough shit, buddy. Oh, look at this. That's where the erudite orcs are. They're coming right into Scab. But it looks like this is going to be like a natural hold that I'll be able to do. So as long as I defend Scab, I won't have to worry about these erudite orcs. So really it just depends, because I'm kind of in the center, and if they're in this bottom corner, maybe I want to fight them first. That is a very defensible position, though. And I might not be afforded the same thing versus, I don't even know her name, Vanera of the Star Sailing Fae. Okay, we've got our Lesser Magna Spirits. That's good. We can add some of those. So Primal Mark is a way, and I think all the different cultures have this. You know, Primal Strike is a boon that all barbarian units get, or at least their melee units get. So Primal Mark is just a way to let you use non-barbarian melee units, but keep the main thing that makes the faction unique. Now, I wouldn't say Primal Strike itself is too big of a deal for barbarians, but I know for some other factions, like the High Culture, for example, Awakening is a pretty big deal for them, and being able to give that to your non-recruit, your like summoned units or your randomly found units is a pretty big deal. Vision of Victory is pretty good. That 30% critical hit chance. You can technically cast it twice. Let's go ahead and grab that. Keep sending this army down, although I don't know if I really need it particularly. I seem to be doing fine. That is a tough stack with this Druid of the Cycle. But I think I should be okay if I have this crap stack alongside of my normal units. Okay, seems like we did fine there as well. We got an eagle bow. That's pretty good. Maybe my next hero can be a bowman or bowwoman. Okay, so as our first signature skill, Demon Step sounds pretty cool. What's Warding Bond? No, no thank you. Virulent Outbreak, I don't think so. 3 random tier 1 undead units. That sounds pretty good. And the Abysians did have a sort of ancestor worship that eventually led to necromancy, or necromancy. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good one, I think. And if there's one thing I learned from this stream playing with these gentlemen, Grippa, Solarius, and the Distant Horizon, is pretty darn cool. Was experienced leader is the way to go. Ah, yes, I remember this. We have to do something about these flaming dire penguins. Who is this chick? Mortica the Executioner. I like her axe. She's panache. She's just a random person walking around. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna set this guy to autopilot so I can focus more on my primary armies and cities. So now I do have Tuskheim, but I don't have a hero to govern it, so let's fix that. Burr Flamespear, who is arrogant. Edward Flamespear, the Order Adept. I don't really want Order. Garek the Sorcerer, who is seductive. And a casting adept. Well, straight up mind controlling a unit sounds pretty good, and if it's unsuccessful they get distracted, which means every attack is a flanking attack, so there's no downside to this. It's either I mind control them or every attack is a flanking attack. I know one is much clearly better, but that's not bad, and I think I want to take Garek the Sorcerer, who is good at magecraft, which is not ideal. I wonder if I can reset. Well, I guess their thing is them being a sorcerer. Oh, a fire orb. I might steal that. Let's give her the bow. Let's go to Ball and give him the fire orb. And come back and then give her the lightning orb. Good job. She's technically part of the Abyssians, but she's purple instead of red, which is interesting. She's supposed to be red, but we'll leave her be. Maybe that's what makes her so seductive. Okay, down here I've got a lot of options. This is like a mana city right here, or a research city, so I think I'm going to do that. Start building these research posts. So for Tuskheim, oh wait, we have to set her as the hero. Let's go ahead and get it its storehouse and vendor. And the Magma Spirit is a battle mage unit, which we can't really fit in this stack because we already have 3 ranged units, and I would like... I can get rid of the Sunderer. Because I kind of want to keep the War Shaman just to kind of protect everyone. I can get rid of the Sunderer, who... I mean, they've helped a little bit by applying Sunder defense to the enemy, but I wouldn't say they're the star of the show. Whereas having a Magma Spirit... No, don't get me wrong, Magma Spirits are definitely a step down at the beginning. But after a while, or I guess the lesser magma spirit, but after a while they're turned into this tier 3 version of them, and then they are very strong. So I might do that. I don't think I can do it this turn. My dude is too weak of a caster. But next turn I should be able to. And let's see, I have this reinforcing army coming in. Here, let's go ahead and remove one of these chicks. Just fire them. I know I wasted gold on making them, but whatever. And we'll send this one up there. And here we're going to get this fire spirit, and we're going to try to babysit it. And just help it grow big and strong, so that it can be large and powerful. Oh! Who is this guy? Oh, he is creepy and cool all at once. The Void Seekers. They're resistant mystic rats with magical wards. Resistant to fire, that's not good. Okay. What a creepy fellow. Anyways, let's go back down to burninating the countryside. I think we can start with this druid. Although this one I think will have to be manual combat, because druids of the cycle are no joke. I'm hoping that if I get them in melee, it's better. Let's find out what's going on here. One of the defending units has a 90% chance of suffering distracting. Okay, so that's a benefit for me. Let's see, they've got some Night Guard. A Steel Shaper, a Night Guard, and a Druid of the Cycle. Let's see, this is my setting real quick to have it always on fast, and I don't want to do that when I'm by myself. I want to have it on medium. Okay, so for starters, there's no environmental effects, are there? Let's move them forward. And have a nice shield wall there to start. That way these guys can advance, and I can try to bum rush them, although I can't reach the druid. That's who we really want to get, because they are going to hurt. Especially with another Steel Shaper there. No, I can start nuking them. That's good. I'm going to do just that. So let's do this. Fire. Oh, I should have summoned the undead. They'll be cannon fodder. That is good. Alright, let's look at my spells again. I've only got 3. Okay. Well, I want to ignite the druid. And then I can immolate a whole group of them. Man, immolate has not impressed me. Ignite's pretty solid though. This I feel just does damage, but this lights the ground on fire, afflicts them with burning, does hella damage. I think Ignite is the way to go going forward. Which is a shame, really. Okay, so let's see if they advance now. Okay, well, at least one of them has rammed into the zombies, which is good. Which means these other zombies can come and fight the druid. And because they are made of tree, they are weak to fire, which is extra good. Go ahead and stun this guy. And let's go ahead and stun this person. We can send the zombies this way. The pikemen straight ahead. And now we see where I can actually fire or send these skeletons. I think I'll come and attack here. Okay, that's a good little flame attack. So the warlock can't move much in that way, and this guy can't move much in that way either. I don't want to actually attack there. Maybe here, because there can be friendly fire. I've seen if your accuracy is poor. So I'll just ward here and do another ignite. Kill them. I can probably kill these people too, but I just want to focus on that druid. There you go. They weren't able to do anything because they're not a melee caster, so they can't actually cast spells once they're engaged like that, which is pretty good. And we'll make sure that I get the kills on my actual units. Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Oh man, if I can get the kill on this guy, really give him a chance. What about now? Dang it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Okay, now he can do it. Literally leveling him up like a Pokemon. Okay, let's not walk through the fire designated by this exclamation point. And we already got this person 1 kill, so I think we're okay. He did not level up. Dang it. We'll get there. I'm not too concerned. Okay, good random treasure. And Vanera doesn't like me. Okay. Oh, but Niflheim is sending a war party that we're going to have to deal with. Sounds like next turn's problem. Oh, there it is. A Fury, a Warrior, and Sharna Dredger, who has a pretty big looking dwarven hammer, but importantly, a chess piece that I can steal. Yeah, sounds good to me. Come at me, bro. Okay, so now I have a second army. What can I do with them? Where can I start sending them at? Well, wherever I need another city is a good start. Down here seems pretty safe, but this Ashland... Although this is kind of what I want Abyssia to look like later. This Ashland right now is not very good for me. So this is all kind of trash. If I had to put a new city, it would be about up here. Maybe by this Tranquility Pool and Mana Node. And the Enchanted Den. So, we'll go ahead and... Definitely too weak to clear out the den. Punisher's Halberd. That looks pretty good. 2 extra retaliations with first strike. That seems pretty good. Fortunately, he's a melee hero. Or a ranged hero, and so is she. Tuskheim can annex another province? Okay, well. We'll go ahead and grab this Silver Tongue Fruit with another research post so that we more quickly assume our final forms. Especially with all these other people insulting me. That's going to be fun to deal with. Oh, now he's set up Helix Hold, huh? Terrible news. 77 years of bad luck from some Watchers. Okay, that's fine. I will take them out. They all seem to be spawning up here. Well, let's, I guess, build an outpost here. I don't care who that pisses off. Okay, and do I march out to fight them? I think I do. Okay, I don't even think I need to fight this. I need to fight this. Let's see what happened. Okay. I guess they're just going to defend across the field. No biggie. March forward. Usual positions. Okay, and let's review. They have a warrior, a fury, and a big shock unit, essentially. I would love to engage that shock unit in melee. So one thing I can do right now, I keep forgetting that my ruler can summon the undead. So let's take up a position somewhat behind the undead now. Use them as cannon fodder. The cannon fodder that they're supposed to be. They're doing a great job so far. Damn, she hits so hard she physically moves them. That's crazy. So we'll flank that guy, and we'll try to save this one's attacks for as long as we can. That's good. Oh, I should have been doing this. Whoops. Move him here. Move him here. I think both of those should damage her enough that we can end her with this guy. Nope. And that's unfortunate. She might end up just taking herself out on her own turn. Oh well. Wow, you can't retaliate against her because she knocks you back. That's pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna lie though. Just a little bit more damage. And perfect. Good job, Magna Spirits. Alrighties. That went much, much better. I think that Summon Undead spell is going to be pretty powerful going forward, as long as I use it just the way I did there. Kind of run forward, feign an attack, summon the Undead, and back up. I think that worked very well. Okay, and this brings us to our next set of tomes. And I do want something Materium, like the Tome of the Rock. But the Tome of the Rock, I'm going to start doing Earthkin on my units. And I'm not sure I want to do that. Moving through rocky hexes. What is considered a rocky hex? These mountains? Considered rocky? Oh, here, these are considered rocky. So it would be extremely powerful if I gave them stone skin. Although it wouldn't really be accurate to them. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's a tough choice. How efficient do I want to be to being loreful? Meantime, let's cut down some trees. Tome of Enchantment is always pretty good between Awakened Tools and Sundering Blades. And Secret Arrows, so all three of those are fantastic. Spell Temper Shields I don't tend to grab. And Copper Golems are a good trip to getting an Iron Golem, and Iron Golems are really good. Unfortunately, I do think I want to take the Earthkin transformation just because it will be a humongous bonus to the nation. Not to mention the Materium affinity is going to help me get cheaper outposts. And a central quarry could help if I have many of those. Many quarries. I don't know about the rest. I'm not too excited for a gargoyle. They seem to be a flying shock unit, which is pretty good. But they don't look like they hit too hard, so... Although they're tier 1, I don't think they're probably worth that 12 mana. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. Because my idea for Abyssia later on, in terms of enchantment, doesn't really involve a lot of spell-tempered shields, or shield units, or arrow units. It does involve shock units, but shock units don't tend to scale well with abilities like this that have a % chance on hit because they only hit once. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do the Tome of the Rock. And you know, maybe the Earthkin transformation won't be 100% accurate to the Abyssians, but they do have a magmatic, I guess, affinity to them that can justify it. But mostly I'm doing it because this map looks like it has a lot of rocky terrain. And being able to move quickly on that is definitely going to help. Let's see, do I want to cut my teeth on these weaker units first or go straight to the missions? I think I should cut my teeth first. Get some experience on these guys. Who the hell is this? Acreon the Endless. Flying around on a frost wyvern, jeez. I do kind of want his frost wyvern, but I don't know if that drops like that. Well, I mean, our south is clear, so I could go north, but that's okay. I think I want to stay south. Maybe I can take Nebheim itself. That would be pretty cool. Let's clear this on the way in. Okay, Tuskheim can annex another province. Likely it's another research point. Which is doing good for my knowledge and my mana income. Some of these are mana sites. Definitely not a Frost Evoker. Ignore 2 status resistant, gain 10 accuracy. Gain 10 accuracy. Ignore 2 status. Okay, but this one also does damage, so I'll take that one. In terms of development skills, that one's okay. This one's kind of fair. You do get a good amount of money. Road building is useful. So I think I have a decent amount of Imperium. So we'll get looting, and I'll get this knowledge extraction, because I've been missing out on some knowledge by beating up heroes and not having it researched. Okay, we finished the Wizard Tower quickly, so let's see what else I get. More knowledge, I think, is good. Let's see. Yeah, all my stuff is to do with quarries. And I have just mines. Well, I have 2 quarries here. And I think even building one of these is going to be worth it. Yeah, that already gives a 15 production difference. So, and that's with just one quarry bordering it. That's crazy. That is a pretty good special building. Okay, we've got our second outpost going, which is good. We're going to go ahead and immediately... Oh, man, okay. We'll just go straight into a city. Why not? But let's try to clear this out. I don't know if this would be a completely clean fight with just these units and even some of them having injuries. Let's see what happens. That's surprising to me. And you see, since I killed all these tier 1 units, I now get 15 gold as well. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get experienced leader, because that seems to be the thing that my friends are doing tonight. So I will take that and move down. I don't know why this guy's scouting by himself. It's kind of weird. Damn, Astral Dew is pretty good. Can I reach it next turn, or do I have to go twice? And I can reach it next turn. Maybe I should clear this first. It will be bloody, and I'm kind of injured. And if that was the case, why the hell am I running over to this guy? Yeah, let's ride back. That seems like a mistake right now. Okay, okay. And pyromancers are pretty good. But I think I want to try at least this game to use the little magma spirits over the pyromancers. So maybe I should make another one for this army and ditch this girl entirely. If I do that, I gotta do it now, before I get too much experience. So I'll ditch the Sunder entirely and swap her out for a magma spirit. Hold on, abort that. Ritual of Alacrity. And now found the city. There we go. Take advantage that I can do that. Okay, it causes fear in the Abyssians' army. I can counter it with a lot of gold, or I can just be discouraged and suck it up. Suck it up. Kind of barbarian, warlike barbarians are you? The Abyssian Council. All cities gain stability. All free cities of Abyssians are swayed. This proves that I am true warriors. That I should have better defenses. That sounds pretty good to me. Ooh. That is a lot of production, though. So I'm going to take that production, even over the Imperium. That is a lot of production. If I go straight into a Halls of War, I get tier 3 units, but I'm not going to do that. What I need is money. I'm not going to have 3 farms anytime soon, but I do want 20 gold a turn. My stability is perfectly neutral. Yeah, I'm not going to have 3 farms anytime soon. What I could technically do is move, like change all of these buildings into farms. There's no cost to it. And then build it. That takes about 3 turns, the same as this granary. So let's do that. And then we'll make sure to change it back. There you go. Okay. I guess I'll start on the Earth Crane transformation. Oh, when we have successfully vassalized Scab, that's great. What can we trade? It's still 9 mana for 10 food. 5 gold for 10 production. I'll do that trade. I'm not a fan of how close Helix Hold is to them. These erudite orcs, so fancy of them. Think they're better than us. I don't know about that. Okay, can I fight the Dire Penguins? I can. Good. So I can claim all the meat for free population. A lot of gold. 3 turns worth of gold. A Fury, which I'm not too happy. That is a lot of Imperium. I'm taking that one. Okay. And now that leaves me with the rest of these fights, which aren't too big enemies. Let's take out these guys. And then we'll see if we're able to rest. Another eagle bow. Well, there was a gentleman, Kidson, who's telling me I can sell items. But maybe I'll just bank them for now, and then sell them later if I do need gold. Okay, here we have Stag Spear. They're already on something interesting, which is this Tranquil Pool. How's my mana? It's not terrible. And I'll get 10 more even if I do build a research node here. I feel like the conduit is going to be kind of important. As Barbarians, I don't know how good my knowledge income is going to be. So we'll start there. Let's build that Storehouse Workshop combo. And we're now at our city limit, so any further cities I will need to be getting as vassals, or at least turning them into vassals. Should I make this gal... I mean, they are casting Adept, but that doesn't really mean much. Their name is Sorcerer, but I'm pretty sure I can change that. The Sorceress. Garrick the Sorcerer, Garrick the Sorceress. Well, I do want to take advantage of these eagle bows, so maybe I'll change her into a bow person and just change her name. Pergo the Prodigy. Wandering Hero of the Abysians. Perfect. Bleeding does sound good. So there's obviously Searing Weapons. This is one thing that's weird with the heroes. Even though they might be part of a certain race, they don't really get these buffs. You have to spend an entire level up on it. Which is kind of odd. When we do need another hero now. Anja the Fighter. When governing the city, we get 3 Astral Affinity. This one gives us 3 Order Affinity. In terms of Astral, it's useful, but I don't want to focus on it. But a little bit doesn't hurt, because casting reserves is pretty good. So it's not terrible if I pick up at least one little hero who's going to give me a little bit of Astral. Anja the Fighter. And it's even fine if they do fighting, because we have a cool halberd we can give them. And now we make them the governor. Pretty good so far. So now we've got our 3 cities. We've got a little outpost down here. Wondering if I should build a camp so I can get that little forest over there. Oh, it's already got the camp to get this iron node, so no, never mind. I can't do that. Holy heck. Drew Lightbringer. Huh. That is a free city and they don't hate me. Seems like they're underground. No Whispering Stone available to give them. Oh, here we go. I can spend some Imperium to get it. They look interesting. There you go. They're undead, frosted halflings? Undead. Yeah, they're undead, frostling, joy siphoning halflings. How crazy. Fabled hunters and runesmiths. Yeah, let's start befriending them. I mean, heck, they seem to be right under me. So what I think I'll do... I know I postured toward attacking Nebheim. What I think I could do first is send this more elite army, and I mean, it's still using these tier 1 warriors. This is hardly an elite army. I need this magma spirit to level up. I want to take this enchanted den, but I need stronger units to do it. So no, I think Nebheim is where I'm going to cut my teeth to be able to start taking these dens. Yeah, even this might be scary for now, but this one won't be. Let's keep trying to level up that fire spirit. Yeah, I know, the Aster is occupied, but for now, just build that research post anyways. Okay, I guess one more turn for those guys. Farms grant 5 food, but I don't build farms much. This will be 20 knowledge, and I get vision range. So I'll just do that. A friendship? Huh? I thought I told you to click rocks earlier. Does he hate everyone else more? Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but I'll admit that's kind of odd. Oh, here's another one. Moloch Pain. Grim Manly. This is this is actually one of mine. I made this guy. Riding these nightmare mounts. Oh boy, how cool is this? This is actually a character that I made, and I was doing one of the story missions with. How cool is that? This one I would send a welcome gift. He is also evil, so we might end up being friends. I don't remember him giving him that pose, though. It's kind of awkward for him. But I will definitely take it. How... But you, Chaos Prince, may be more than a pawn. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to declare you my friend right now. That sounds pretty expensive. The Night Watch is north of me without any major enemies between him and I. He's on the northern border. I'm kind of in the center. Oh, it looks like those lava lands are going to spawn bandits at me too. So I might have to go down there and clear it out one day. Build some more of those. Oh. Okay, let's do that. Oh, they're trying to freeze the volcano. Well, I can't have that. Oh, this guy's almost there. Just needs 40 more. Well, we'll send these guys over. 470 unit power to 578. I think we should be okay. I wish I had more gold to give this other gal an army. I don't want to just give her a bunch of magma spirits. Let's go ahead and apply Earthkin to our race. I don't want to apply it to Al, but if I don't, he doesn't get the rock walk. And I think he needs that. There you go. So as our first step toward being pure Abyssians, magmatic lava beings, we've added some stone to our bodies. Ideally that means that we will be able to better resist the lava that will be pouring on us. Alright, so Nebheim's sending another war party by a level 5 Erlak Dredger. Defeating Erlak is going to give me a bunch of knowledge because I do have that one thing now, the Imperial trait that's going to give knowledge per level of enemy. A Lightbringer. So it's a spiritual battle mage. I don't think this really goes well in any justification with the flavor that I'm looking for. So I'm definitely not going to take that. And I'm going to go south. I'm going to bring all my armies to converge down at Tuskheim. And I might even try to produce another warrior here for the siege. So I do want Stagbeard to start annexing things. It's all taken. Oh, it's tough. Oh man, even this province there's a swamp? That sucks. Well, Storehouse, you want a forester, but I don't know if you work in reverse. Could do a farm down there. Let's just do this forester here and see what it does. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be our archer. Melee and physical ranged. She does a physical ranged attack. Looks good to me. Right. Let's get this girl nearby, and now attack with the army of Baal. He just seems to be a mage with 2 warriors. I don't think we're worried. There you go. And with his defeat, we get the full-blown Magma Spirit. Our little Pokemon has evolved. He now has a Fiery Wake, so I do have to be careful with that right here at the beginning, and he is weak against Frost. Oh no. When he's hit in melee, the attacker sustains fire damage and might burn. He can teleport somewhere with fire. He can incinerate people, and obviously launch his firebolts. Pretty cool. So he doesn't scale. One thing I didn't think of is as I make these race transformations, like this guy is going to be a bit outdated because he's just happens to not be the race receiving the enchantment. And these guys are fine. But maybe I should have made a Pyromancer instead of my level up Pokemon, because as I make these racial transformations, things can change. Yeah, even this guy, we just put a bunch of rocks on us. Oh well. Magma Spirits are really no joke, so I think they'll just naturally be strong enough to earn their spot in our forces. Oh, great! We're unlocking tier 2 tomes now, right before our war. Oh, Scalds are so good. But Mayhem Magic is also pretty good. What are my alternatives? Artificing? Artificing is good. Tome of Wind? I don't think so. Artificing's pretty good. It gives us the Iron Golem. I talked about it earlier when mentioning the copper. None of this nature stuff. None of that. Yeah. I really like Scalds, so I think I want to start here with the Tome of Revelry. Gives us access to a Carnival of Flesh, which has a lot to do with farms, which I don't have, so that's a little bit of anti-synergy there. While an army leader, all non-hero units gain 20% critical hit damage, and that scales very well with Barbarians. But once we start fielding Berserkers, Berserkers will critical hit a lot. And I like Scalds, so I'm going to start with the Revelry, and then I'll swap over to Mayhem as I continue with my
enemy than a foe who revels in battle. The warriors who feast upon the carnage,
weapons.
they are the ultimate victors of war.
Blood Fury weapons looks pretty good too. Oh, wait. Let me go and lock in Blood Fury weapons, because I do like that. But I want Scalds first. And actually, that is a tier 2 tome, so let me wrap up this episode here. We'll continue on the next one. Let me just go ahead, do some little level ups, spend all my points. This gal, Anja the fighter, is not a hero yet. Or not a hero, I mean they are a hero now, but they're not a fighter yet. So let's go ahead and give them some sort of weapon. I guess they have fighting 1, so it's, do I want them to bleed or have flaming weapons? And I want the flaming weapons. Terms here, there's nothing. I can do the Crow Companions. That's okay, they'll figure it out on their own. Oh, that's an extra bunch of casting points, which I do want. And I collected another set of remains. It's not too important. All the farms have been made, so I do get to do the... And as long as they're building, I think I gotta keep them as farms. So that's fine. And I wanted to focus now on all these foresters. So let's keep doing that here. Okay, and that'll be all our maintenance. So now with our level 2 tome, I'll go ahead and end the episode here, and I will see you next time as we converge our forces and finally take out Nebheim. We'll set them as a powerful vassal that's going to help us fight likely our first enemy over here in Venera. I do want to keep Scab as a vassal, and I don't think Helix Hold is a threat right now. So yeah, I think next time that's what we'll focus on. Taking out Niflheim, and possibly fighting Venera, or at least raiding her. So with that, see you guys next time.